Whatever. I'm okay. Now it's the biggest job available. I gotta start heading east. Gotta discover more towns out east so I can explore more of the country and get more jobs out east, because everything right now has been Washington, Oregon, California. It's kind of annoying. So, those mirrors are good. Those mirrors are good. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, because you're not in your seat.
You may introduce me? Introduce yourself.
You can introduce yourself because I never know exactly what you want to say.
Oh. Yeah, I'm the wife of Old Guy Gamer.
Old Guy Gamer's wife is riding along on this trip. I think I saw where is the exit? Oh, okay. All right, we almost messed up.
So where are we going?
There's a car dealership across the street from this little green and yellow building here that we need to pick up a trailer full of cars. They appear to be new cars. Kind of like that one being pulled by the blue truck there.
Oh.
In my last video, I was trying to pull into this lot and no one was letting me out. It was really frustrating.
You mean they were blocking the road?
Yeah, they were blocking. Well, they were in the road blocking me from getting to the driveway. Like, they're sitting at a red light. You know, they could let me in. It wouldn't kill them. So, pull up a little bit. This will be an interesting test because I don't know. I've never recorded this way before with the. Yeah, see, it's red. So
Just pull in right in front of the. I guess not. Pull in front of them. One of them. There you go.
I know that's the hard part. Is it's ridiculous. Oh, I can get my GPS up on the screen. There it is. Stupid steering wheel lost its settings again. Whenever I turn off the stupid computer, the steering wheel loses its settings for some reason. Whatever, I'll work around it this time. Go old school with just the keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard buttons, whatever. Test. See how good I do this trailer. It's not straight, but it might be on the kingpin. Let's see. No, it moved. Oh well.
So what does that mean?
There's an advanced setting that you can set on this where it's harder to hook up the trailer. You have to be like perfect or else it won't hook up. I don't have that setting enabled. I've been practicing on the simple setting so that I could use the harder setting later. Where am I going? Am I going right or left? Come on, come on, come on. I guess I'm going left. So what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about how much I had to pay you to get you to do this video today?
You're not paying me much.
Well, it's not going to cost me much, but I have to pay. Go ahead, tell everybody what you asked me to do in order to get you to do this video. To make one little short trip that's only 9 hours long It's 9 hours video game time, so I mean I don't know how long that'll be.
Longer than the
real
last
time.
video that I helped you out with.
It is longer than the last video, but it might be more fun. It might be more miserable. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm already like half tired. Make it 9 hours. I'm 7 hours and 1 minute away from needing a nap.
So what does that mean? Like, what do you have to do with that?
Well, before I owned my own truck, I was doing company jobs for other people, for other companies that own their own trucks, and I would just drive their company trucks. Now, since I have my own truck, I have to sleep and I have to gas up my own truck and pay for the gas. So that's what I gotta do. A little blue bed symbol, like in the center of the row, right above the GPS. That's my sleep indicator, telling me how tired I am.
How about I drive for you?
You know, Savannah asked the same thing, and I'm going to tell you the same thing I told her. You're not qualified to drive.
You sure about that?
You can create your own profile and do whatever driving you'd like, but you're not driving with my guy. Because you're not the old guy gamer. Just me can drive. Just I can drive this profile. Do you want to create your own profile and drive? That'd be a funny video.
No.
We could post it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That would actually be very entertaining if you wanted to learn how to drive a semi. I mean, this is an automatic. I'm not shifting gears. So that might be a little easier.
I don't know. We'll see.
That would be fun.
I don't think I would be any good at it.
Well, I'm sure you wouldn't. I'm not good at it. I've been playing it a long time. So I texted you earlier today and asked you what you were doing. You said you were doing laundry. Did you do anything else besides just stay home and do laundry?
No, just laundry.
No. My phone.
I thought we were in the truck.
We are in the truck. But I can't pick up my phone. It's probably illegal. Probably.
Wait.
I'll have to go check that out later and see what's going on. So what did you do today? I got a lot of work done. I was busy at work from beginning to end. And it made my day go by quicker. I got a lot accomplished. I got a lot.
Yeah, this is my last week
Done.
off before I have to go back.
I have no problem with you doing nothing, but if you did nothing, you should say you did.
I did absolutely nothing today.
Did you just watch TV all day?
I watched Hallmark movies.
Did you go out for lunch or anything?
No, I ate leftover salad.
And you had your coffee.
It was really boring.
That's it.
Yep.
And that's why you're forcing me to take you out for ice cream after the video's over.
You promised me.
I will. Okay, I'll take you out for ice cream. Gotta give the fans what they love. And if that means I gotta take you out for ice cream, that means I gotta take you out for ice cream. I gotta be honest, it doesn't take much to get me to take you out to get ice cream. Maybe I
Because you
should.
want ice cream too.
Well, I mean, yeah, that would be fine. I would like to get some ice cream, but how about if I wait as long to give you ice cream as I have to wait for you to give me Red Lobster?
No, I'll just go buy my own ice cream.
Yeah. You won't even buy me what you owe me, but you want me to buy
Red
you
Lobster
what
is not
I owe
even
you.
good.
Yeah, but well, the deal was you buy me dinner,
Yes, I bought you. The deal was I buy you dinner.
and I said maybe I'll go Red Lobster because back then there was like a shrimp, all you can eat shrimp special or something.
Maybe we should tell your.
Yeah, maybe you should tell the story about what happened that you lost a bet and owed me money.
I forgot how that went.
And I reserve the right to interrupt you when you tell the story poorly because I know you're not going to tell all the details right.
Wow.
I guarantee it.
Okay, well, we were on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
and what did you say? You had a bet with me? Why did we even have a bet?
I told you, I said when we get home, it was our first trip since our honeymoon that we left our kids home alone. And when I say kids, I mean the college age kid
Adult
and
kids.
a senior in high school kid. So plenty old enough to be at home alone on their own for a few days while we go on a short vacation. And I told you, while we were on our vacation, the last day or two, I said, when we get home, don't just walk in the door and start yelling at the kids if something's messed up or if it's dirty or whatever. I said, don't just snap out of vacation mode, kind of enjoy the moment. Take your time coming down from the vacation high, and don't let it get ruined by a dirty house or whatever the catastrophe might have been in the house that the kids created during our vacation.
And so on the day we got home, I made it, right?
So what was the agreement? The agreement was, or the bet, I guess
Wait,
you could say.
yeah, how long it was until
It wasn't how long, was it?
How long between you and I?
It was who I thought made them.
It was how long?
It was who could go the
And
longest
who?
without yelling at the kids, basically.
Yeah, how long and who could go the longest without yelling at the kids?
And it was my idea because I said, well, we're not going to know exactly how to define yelling at the kids because, you know, if the kids are upstairs and we're downstairs and we yell up to them, technically that's yelling at the kids, but it's not in anger. So, I mean, there's like loopholes that we might not have foreseen. So I said, we've got to have this like concrete decider. So what we decided was, do you remember?
We had to both be there to hear it or call each other out.
And what was the sign that was going to be the declaration that the bet was over, that there was a winner?
I don't recall.
But the whole basis of the bet was we wouldn't be able to tell who was yelling at the other person, but if one of our children told us, I can't believe you're acting like this
That's right.
so soon after your vacation.
Yeah.
Why are you in such a bad mood when you just got home from vacation? That was going to be our litmus test.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be a matter of whether
The
one of
kids
us yelled
had
at
to call us out.
It was listening for the kids to say something in response to us yelling.
Yeah.
So we came home and we got home at, I don't even remember. It was
like 3 o'clock.
It was a morning flight, so we got home at like in early afternoon, mid-afternoon.
Yeah, like 3, 4 o'clock.
And everything was great for the first hour or 2 or 3.
And that day was fine. It was the next day.
Was it the next day? I can't even
Yeah.
remember.
Because we went out to dinner. We had a fine day.
We went out to dinner that day.
Yeah.
So it was the next day, right? So the next day, I'm upstairs on the computer. You're downstairs with the girls. And what was the whole incident over? It was something about food, like a half an onion or half a something, half an avocado.
Half an avocado, yeah.
So you found half an avocado in the refrigerator? Was that it?
Yeah, it was the avocado.
There was something wrong.
Oh,
That's
it was
why
on the windowsill. There was an avocado on the windowsill, and it was
above the kitchen
rotten
sink.
avocado. It was a seriously rotten avocado. We were gone for how many days?
And so you snapped at Heather. And what did she say? Almost word for word. She said, I can't believe you're being like this so soon after getting home from vacation. It was the exact words that I said were going to be the words that they would say.
And you showed up like Batman pointing fingers
So I
at
like
me.
literally ran down the stairs. And I said, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And the girls didn't know what I was talking about because they weren't aware of the bet. And you're like, what? And I'm like, she just said, I can't believe you're being like this so soon after your vacation. And then, of course, Sherry's eyes were opened.
Yeah.
And she realized that she had snapped at Heather, and Heather said the magic words, which mean I won the bet.
I was like, oh, damn.
So the next day, Sherry lost the bet because
Yeah.
of Heather saying
Took
the
me
right words. So-
Not even a day and a half.
Yeah, a little over 24 hours.
Yeah.
And that meant I won the bet. I keep saying debt. I won the bet, and the bet was that she had to take me out to dinner anywhere I wanted.
And he wants Red Lobster.
And there was a deal going on at Red Lobster where they had a special on shrimp 10 ways or whatever it was. I don't remember. I'm like, we haven't been to Red Lobster in a long time. I don't know. Maybe Red Lobster's not as good as I remember, but I remembered Red Lobster being okay, so I said, take me to Red Lobster.
Any
And
Red
it's
Lobster folk listening to this?
And it's been over a month since that bet was
He
decided.
really likes to go there, so.
No, it's not that I really like to go there.
Well, you would.
I'd rather
you
go to a
would
privately
really
owned.
like to go there.
I'd rather go to a privately owned, excellent restaurant that
But
we've been to
you-
before and know is excellent. But I chose Red Lobster because they were
You
having
want
a
their
deal at the time.
biscuits.
No, the biscuits we can make at home.
Yeah.
It's just picking a restaurant at random, basically, just whatever the spur of the moment hit me. And I said Red Lobster, and I keep saying Red Lobster just as a reminder that it's for that bet. You can take me to any restaurant I choose if you don't want to take me to Red Lobster. I don't
Red
know.
Lobster's fine. It's affordable.
But it's been over a month. That's the problem. Yeah. It's not. It's Red Lobster's not on our go-to. We've been there like what, twice in 15 years.
You know, it's the summertime. I'm not working during the summertime.
A perfect time to take me out to dinner. So, anyways, that was the bet. That was the conclusion. That was the payoff. It's just it hasn't been fulfilled yet. And then here on the spur of the moment, she wants me to take her out for ice cream, and it's got to be tonight.
Well, you know, we've had a busy time since our vacation.
Not really.
Yeah, we have.
No, you've been off. I've been working.
Visitors
We have had visitors, yeah.
for 2 weeks.
No, it was more like 3 weeks.
Oh, over 2 weeks.
It was between 2 and 3 weeks, yeah.
So, anyways,
So, anyways, that's the bet. That hasn't been fulfilled yet. So, what is your take on this toddler that fell off of the cruise ship? Have you heard the latest?
I have not heard the latest.
So, just like 2 days ago, the family says that they're going to, obviously, they're going to sue the cruise line. And I don't even want to say the cruise line because I don't want to give them bad publicity because it happens to be the cruise line that we go on all the time. But
I think if anybody Googles the
I'm sure they will,
toddler who
but-
fell off of a
But
cruise
if this
line.
video is online like 20 years from now, maybe no one will know what I'm talking about. But the toddler fell off the cruise ship because the grandfather let it happen, basically.
Well, I think it's just an unfortunate.
Oh, and what? Just 2 days
accident.
ago, the family blamed it on the cruise line. That was the big news 2 days
Well,
ago. So
For some
That just
reason,
means
there
that-
was a window open, but why would?
they showed a picture of it on the news. They didn't say specifically it was the window on the boat that the baby fell out of, but you can bypass it. But they said that, but they made it seem like it was that type of window, and what it was on the pool deck. When it first happened, they said deck 11 on this boat, and they named it, and I went and looked it up, and it was the pool deck. And then the boat that they showed on the news, and like 2 days ago, they had one of the windows circled on the pool deck, and it was just like the one where we went. We
It's
sat
up high. It's at least four
was
and a half
11
feet high.
off of the floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said. They open,
And,
they
like,
slide open
I-
side to side, and it's at least 4 feet off the ground.
4.5,
And
almost 5 feet probably.
The family's planning a cruise line. So
Oh, that's awful.
the
Awful.
whole situation is awful. I mean, it's an accident.
Like, but who rests a baby up on a window that high?
That's just.
And who rests a baby up on a window anyways?
Or you just close the window and then do it. I mean, you can hold a baby up to a window and not drop a baby. It's the being careless enough to accidentally drop a baby out the window.
It's just an unfortunate event.
The whole thing just sucks. It's bad. Anyways. Enough of that. What else is going on?
That makes me cringe.
The whole story is just.
How about the girl in the buffalo? Actually, I'd really like to go visit and see Yellowstone.
That would be cool.
Actually, on all these, on these videos that we do, I mentioned 2 places already that I'd
Which
like to
place?
see. Well,
In
I'd
the
like to
video
see.
game?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see Oregon.
Well, we've been to Oregon like 100 times.
Not through the video game, but in real life.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to see it in the video game.
No,
Okay.
in real life, Oregon.
Okay.
This is my bucket list, okay?
And then Yosemite
And then Yellowstone.
or Yellowstone? What is Yosemite? Are Yosemite and Yellowstone the same thing, or is Yosemite?
Either way, I'd like to see the national parks. Like, check them all off my list. That's like a big bucket list right there.
I think there's a park pass that you can buy from the government. It gives you like 1 year to visit as many national parks as you can visit.
Yeah.
We should look into that.
I think that would be a great thing to do. Just travel and go see see the
What a great thing to have an RV for.
national
Go
parks.
visit.
That would be great.
You gotta have the time to do that, though. That's the thing. Right now, both of us working. Next year would be good when I
You're
get a
not
little
so
more.
retired, old guy
Yeah, when I
gamer.
get some. Well, I'm an old guy, but I'm not retired yet, so I'm still working full time. But next year I'll have a little bit more seniority, and I'll be able to pick a little bit more of what time I want exactly to have off. And I was thinking I would just take bigger breaks. Because up until now, I've just taken individual days or weekends. I thought there was something on the road. I've taken individual days or weekends, and we've done just little things here and there. But next year, when I'm going to be a little bit more senior, I'll be able to take longer breaks. A week, 2 or 3 times a year. So that'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Anyways, the girl with Buffalo, she got charged and thrown up in the air.
Yeah, where was she? Was she in
She was in Yellowstone.
Yellowstone?
National Park.
And she was too close to a buffalo with her parents.
With her parents, and the funny thing
Buffalo
is,
charged.
in the video, the parents took off and left the girl behind.
And the girl looks like she's
Awful.
old, but she's only 8 years old.
Like 9 years old.
Yeah, you think she'd be able to fend for herself?
I don't know what I would do.
Well, they didn't say she died or anything. Just people don't understand that wild animals like that. Everything you do, those wild animals probably see as an aggressive maneuver.
Here's the thing: is I wouldn't be that close to a wild animal to do that. That's why if an animal charged at me, I don't think I would be that close.
Think about if you were a wild animal, how you would respond if an animal you didn't recognize and don't know anything about started getting too close. You take it as aggressive, just in case you get defensive.
Right.
And every time that thing made a noise or made a sudden move or startled you, you'd get aggressive, or defensively aggressive, I guess you could say. So something was going on. Well, the video clearly showed that girl was way too close to that buffalo.
Yeah, really.
The whole family was way too close to
The
that
whole
buffalo.
family.
People
Yeah.
don't understand those buffalo can kill you.
Well, they're
Probably 2,000
massive.
pounds.
Yeah.
So, whatever, that's just dumb. You're not even really safe in your car. I mean, those things could bust out the windows in your car really easy. What I always wondered is if you're out in those parks and a buffalo damages your car, like you're just driving down the road and you stop for a buffalo in the road, and then it turns and like headbutts your car, puts a big dent or breaks your grill or something. Does the government pay for that? Do they have like insurance or something?
No, but your insurance would probably pay for it.
Why would my insurance pay for it? Why would I
Well,
have to do a
because
claim
it's
on
a
my
freak
insurance?
accident. It's like a freak. It's just like if lightning hit your car or
Yeah, but
hail damage or
I'm
something.
going to do a claim on my comprehensive insurance because of buffalo, and my insurance rates go up. Oh, I forget when I go to the parks. Never mind. Go to
We
the
will just
pool,
stay
go to
away from the
beach.
buffalo because we're not getting any close. We're not getting close to buffaloes.
Well, not anytime soon. Goodness. Did we ever do any of those like drive-through zoos when the kids were little?
Just like in Disney.
I want to say
And we went to what is that?
no, that was a ride. Like
That
where
was
they
a
gave you
ride.
a tour, but I'm saying
Yeah, but that you're still on like a tram,
Yeah.
train type of thing. But and there's still wild animals there.
yeah, but Disney makes it where they can't even get to you. Where it looks like you're driving through the wild, but you're really on a trail that the animals can't get to.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
I'm
not
not
really
sure
what I was
about
talking
that.
about. I was talking about like when I was in the army, we did a group trip to one of those zoos where you drive your own car through, and there's a big disclaimer before you go through the fence saying, not responsible to monkeys, breaking your antenna or doing all this whatever damage to your car. We never did one of those.
No, we did not.
Okay. I didn't think so. Because when we went on a bus. So I was kind of funny. We were all hanging out the bus with us. And the animals, and they didn't really have it that. It was kind of dumb.
I think any of those paid places are like the animals are used to it.
It's probably run just like a zoo. Am I on that tree feet?
Is your driver yawning?
Yeah, he's tired. He's in bed. It's all full. I should have stopped at that last rest stop, but I didn't do it. I've been speeding like crazy. cops don't want to get out of the ring and give me a ticket. That's not the way it works.
No, it doesn't.
Here's a way station. Watch those slow down. See, I got it. Of course.
Can you park on the side of the road like some truck drivers do?
No, I wish you could. I don't have a sleeper anyway, so
Oh.
the game actually benefits me that it lets me sleep in my truck without a sleeper. But I wish the game had a setting where you could sleep in your truck anywhere, not just at the rest stops or whatever.
It's weird that it yawns.
It's like an audible reminder that, hey, you need to get some sleep. Like, it'd be cool if I could just pull over on the shoulder right here
Mm-hmm.
and get some sleep. There's a Walmart up there. And I'm getting off on that exit. So let's see if I can stop something. This game used to be, the way the game used to work was when you stayed awake for too long and you got really tired and you went past the time limit, it would literally close your eyes, like the screen would go black for like 2 or 3 seconds as if you were falling asleep. And they actually changed it. I tried it again on this game before I started doing the recording. Actually, it might have been just on one of my other profiles. I wanted to see what would happen. And they don't do the closing of the eyes anymore. They just do fines. They fine you for staying awake too long.
So you used to work overnight. What would your trick be to stay awake?
Well, since I drive for a living, it's kind of difficult because there's sometimes you gotta stay in the car and you gotta keep driving, but there's I would get out of the car and walk around to do something, find something to do outside the car. Or I didn't listen to music because listening to music was like bad for me because I'd always fall asleep
To music?
to music. So what I would do is I would listen to, oh, there's a bed up there. I would always listen to talk radio. And during the
And
overnight.
that would not put you to sleep?
No, because it would stimulate your mind and it'd give you stuff to think about. So I would listen to like the overnight alien abduction stories and ghost stories, government conspiracy theories. Like there was a radio show that's really all they talked about. So that kept me awake
Interesting.
a lot. Can't tell what's here. Must be this. This might be the same stereo that I stopped at in Savannah.
Honestly, I
It's the
think I
same
would
style.
fall asleep listening to stories. Yeah.
Same thing last time. I pulled over too early. Alright. Let's see.
There's nothing on your trailer?
See the cars?
Oh.
Last time I was able to turn around.
Interesting. Other trucks sleeping there, Tom.
Yeah, and guess what? I'm gonna pull in and sleep for 8 hours and it'll still be there. Running over these bushes to turn around. 'Cause I don't care. There we go. This truck. Or no, that's a tanker truck. Alright, park and brake. Engine. Sleep. I didn't see how many hours it said we had left. Did you?
No.
Just a little wet.
You have it on automatic?
Have what on automatic?
Your windshield wipers?
No, I have to turn
You
them on.
do, so maybe you left them on all night.
I did. Well, they were on when I turned the truck off. Because in this game, you have to turn the truck off to sleep. So, are you excited about going back to work? Your big summer vacation is off, or is over almost. We've been off for, what, 2 months?
Is anybody ever excited to go back to work?
No. Well, maybe if you love your work, but people like us, no.
I'm not like dreading going back to work, but I could use more time off.
What was the last day you were at work? Like, how long ago? Did you go in on any days during the summer?
It's like May 29.
So it was the last day of
Last
school.
day of May.
Actually, that was the last day before our vacation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or the last... Did we leave the next day?
Yeah.
Or did you have a day off in between? No, you had a day off. Because we left on the 1st. So you had a
It was
full day
like
off.
31 days in May.
So yeah, you had a day off.
Just seems like summer went by too fast.
I would say it's probably always like that.
I don't know, I just feel like now I've been able to rest and enjoy it. I know vacation was fun and everything, but
Did you like that the vacation was like on your first day off? Or second day off? Or would you prefer to have it like in the middle or at the end of your break?
I think the middle would be better. I don't know, but by the time I'm out of work, I'm anticipating vacation, so
Well, if you were out of work for a couple of weeks before vacation, at least you could look forward to it for a couple of weeks.
great.
That's why I always like scheduling my vacations like a year and a half out. Or at least a year out. Because I like the anticipation of the vacation. It gives me something to look forward to for a long time. Like right now we don't have any vacations planned, so it's like the only thing there is to think about is what can we do? What are we gonna do? When are we gonna go? All that stuff.
Yep.
I'm not really thinking about the actual vacation. What do you think you might want to do on our next vacation?
I don't know. I think the girls are graduating in 2020, so we need to focus on that for a little bit. Maybe we should give her, or leave it up to some of her ideas. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, she's graduating high school the same year that the older one is graduating for 2 years of college, so maybe we can make that our last family. Last big family vacation. All 4 of us.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Where do you think we should go?
Cruise. Cruise.
A cruise?
No, I don't know. A cruise would be fine, but we'll have more time next year because of my work schedule. So maybe we could do something like the driving tour we did, where we went down to the East Coast. Maybe we could go up to the East Coast. If you didn't eat beaches, we could go up Maryland, Connecticut, Maine. Or we could do the same thing we did last time. Just do a driving tour. Maybe do another short cruise like we did. I think that was a 10-day vacation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like 4 days of driving, 3 days of cruise, and then 4 more days of driving with all the different stops. I would actually like to go back to Savannah, Georgia again and just stay on Tybee Island.
Didn't I say that to you?
I looked it up and it was nice. I looked up hotels and places and it looked pretty decent.
Didn't I talk
You could
to
stay
you
within
about that?
you could stay within walking distance of the beach. We liked stingrays, that was right there.
Yeah, that's where I'll buy your dinner.
Dinner there. You won't be able to afford it.
Stingrays? That was a good.
It wasn't
was
expensive. Yeah, it
affordable.
wasn't that bad. But I would eat a lot there, I think. I wonder if I still have that hat somewhere.
I think you do.
Remember the hat I bought? It was that good. I bought a hat at a food place. Oh, you know what? I said my parents were at church camp this week. They're actually leaving to go down there on Saturday, this coming up Saturday, because church camp is next week. So I was actually thinking about doing that next year. Since that gives me a chance to visit family and
You're going to do that? You're going to volunteer your time?
we would going to enjoy just visiting, being like in a summer camp like setting. But I would get to see my family a little bit more than just a day or two. That's why it would be nice to have an RV because then we can bring an RV down there, just park it and stay there. That way you don't have to stay in their dorms. Also, the other thing that you could do down there is, well, that might be too late for you, but there's a YMC camp down there in Missouri that does a family summer camp. So it's not just kids that go to summer camp, it's for the whole family, but it's always on like the weekend. So you have to get down on Friday. You get out on Monday. But it's got all the typical summer camp stuff like swimming on the beach and horseback riding, whatever else you do. So,
You know, we should have done that when our kids were like 7.
the problem was is it was always going to get time off. Because I was doing the job, I was doing a pure retail job on a holiday weekend, which is never worked out. It'd be worth doing it once just to see how it is. How far away are we? An hour and a half still. We haven't really been yucking it up like we were in the first video. The first video we were like yucking it up, like all laughing and I don't even remember what about. This is more genteel conversation.
You're going to say gentle?
It's genteel.
Okay.
That's my fancy high school education.
Yeah.
So where are we going for ice cream? I don't know if we should say names or not.
What kind of ice cream do you want? That's the thing. It's like, do you want scoops of ice cream or do you want like the
I honestly don't
mixed
care.
kind of ice cream?
I honestly don't care. Today was kind of a cheat day for me.
I made a keto-ish dinner.
It was really good too. But I had a cheat day. So the Dunkin' Donuts and the Chipotle are in the same like strip mall at work. And I was pulling in to go to get a coffee and another guy was going to go to Chipotle. And he was in front of me, so I saw he was pulling into Chipotle, so I was like, you know what, I'll just go get a burrito for lunch. I wasn't planning to eat lunch, but right at that exact moment, I was was like, I can eat lunch. Go out for lunch at work. So I go in there. He orders his burrito, and I was planning on getting a salad, like the bowl or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And he got a burrito, and the girl that made it was like stuck in full of stuff. It was huge. And she rolled it, and she could barely get it closed, you know.
Jeez.
And then I'm like, you know what? She made this like really full of meat and like, really good. So I'm like, I'm gonna get a burrito. So I order a burrito, and I ordered it with the shredded beef, the barbacoa, and it was like she didn't do a very good job of getting the barbacoa out of the pan because like the tiniest little bit of like 2 ounces of barbacoa meat, and I'm like,
What did
I'm like, that's it? Okay.
And like, wait a second, I might chop liver.
I'm like, well, what do you got a special on chicken this week or something? Because I was feeling gypped. So I was trying not to do too many carbs. So I didn't do rice. I just did like all the vegetables.
Oh, didn't you ask for like another form of meat with your barbacoa? Like mix it? No.
I just like
So,
I just saw that she was gonna give me less
barbacoa is
meat.
softer than.
Yeah, but it wasn't even close to the amount of stuff that he had in his burrito. I was like,
Didn't maybe he asked for double?
he didn't. I was standing right there. So I got mine. I had like the salsa. I put corn on it for like the first time ever, just to add something else to it because it was so small. And the guy folded it up, and she passed it off to a guy, and he folded it up, and it was like all wet. Like,
Yeah, that's the barbacoa.
no, the
for you.
barbacoa is normally dry. It was the corn or the salsa or something. It was all wet. So he wrapped it up, and it was. I could see that it was
So
like
you
dripping
didn't have
wet.
rice in it?
I could see
You
that it
didn't
was
have
like
rice.
no, I didn't do rice because I was trying to cut down on the carbs. So as he was folding it up, I could see that it was wet, and I was like, "What the heck, man? This stinks." So I just put up with it, didn't say anything, just paid for it and left. And I went back to our lunchroom, and AJ was eating, and I told him about how I changed my mind. I was like, "Oh, I was gonna get a bowl, and I decided to get a burrito because I saw yours." And he's like, "Yeah, they put way too much chicken in my burrito." I'm like, "Who complains about too much chicken in their burrito?" Like, I wish I had that problem. I wish I just had a regular serving of meat in my burrito. And then I opened it up, and it was completely soaking wet, like literally
Yeah.
soaking wet. Like my hands are gross. I couldn't even touch it. I didn't even finish it. It was so bad.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I bet you it's because that rice absorbs so much liquids.
maybe. But it's.
Yeah, you should have gotten the bowl.
Should have gotten the bowl.
The bowl, if you didn't get the rice, the bowl would probably been mushy though too.
Well, if I had gotten the bowl, it would have been chicken. I wouldn't have done barbacoa. Whatever. The bowl is good there because I always tell them to go down to the end and put a bunch of lettuce in it first, and then put all the heavy stuff on top of it.
Well, that's called a salad.
Yeah, I know. That's what I wanted. I wanted a salad. Whatever. It was just a bad experience at the burrito place.
Okay. Did you get coffee?
I did go over to get coffee then.
Hey,
I
did
said
you-
as long as I was getting a burrito, I'm like, this will be a cheat day for me. And I got a coffee with a little bit of sweetener in it this time. I haven't had sweetener in coffee in a long time, so
We definitely need some ground coffee. It's good.
yeah, it'll be nice when we get back to work so I can start drinking coffee.
Heather's been making coffee and it hasn't been so good.
Oh,
I always add an extra scoop of grounds, and I don't think she does that at all.
changing the subject, but how have you been since Savannah's been on her? She's out of the house for the week, so
What do you mean,
she's
how have
not.
I been?
So
She's
how
at
have you
camp.
been? Like, there's less people in the house. How have you been taking it?
I don't know, I'm lonely.
It's a
Savannah's
little
my
strange.
buddy.
It's a little strange.
I know.
Because Heather has 2 jobs. She works in the morning all day, and then she works in the evening.
Savannah likes to hang with me, and we could not talk, and she still like hangs by me, and it's good, you know, at least for company. But yeah,
Well, she's not here, so
yeah, and I
are you
text.
finding yourself lonely?
Yeah, I've
Or
been
you think-
texting her, and I get no response, so she leaves me
Oh.
unread, and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was wondering because I saw you texting her, and I didn't ever ask you if she was responding. I forgot about
She's
that.
like, I'm like, so how are you? How's camp? Good.
one-word answers.
Yeah.
Great.
Thanks.
You're welcome for all the fees we pay.
Yeah. Paycheck goes straight to the dance camp. And that's why you haven't gotten your dinner.
Yeah, that's not why. So stupid.
It's because I have no money.
It's because you've been putting me off for a month and a half.
Yeah, because I've been paying for dance.
Oh yeah, that too. I've been paying for this too. Look at this. They want me to put this trailer in between those two trailers. This is gonna be the hardest one yet.
You're almost done with this job then?
I am.
Alrighty.
That was a full 9.5-hour trip.
Did you arrive on time?
Oh, you know what? I wasn't even looking since you were in the truck. I wasn't even trying to beat a time or anything. I was just. Yeah, this one might be skipped. Look how long that truck is. Holy cow. Alright, let's try this. I've already screwed up. Do that. Come on. Oh, good, I'm leaving it close to that other trailer. Yay, I actually did it.
You did it.
First try. Holy cow.
Good job.
Who the heck was driving that truck? I think I'm off-centered again, which has been my typical problem. But at least I was able to get it in off-centered on the first
What are you-
attempt.
Always.
Actually, I guess I could turn off the truck.
It's a weird place that they would want you to park, but whatever.
Well, you gotta do it every once in a while, I guess.
They have all the box trailers, and then they want you to park a car trailer in between that. Who
Yeah, I was
am
actually thinking that too. That is a little strange.
Yeah, who am I to, say anything? But
Who are you to say anything?
I think it's just a little weird.
I turned up the graphics setting on the game. I played the game with the new monitor, and I didn't turn up the graphics. I kind of forgot and did a couple videos, and
So-
then I realized I could turn up the graphics even more than they were.
So you bought that truck?
I bought this truck. It's a Volvo.
It's ugly.
Well, I wanted it to be just a day cab so that I could save money. I need to buy another garage and another truck and hire another driver so I can make more money. And then I can do less and goof off more. But for now, I'm just going to drive with the day cab. I might do a couple of things to it. But just little things for now. I'll probably upgrade the engine.
Why'd you choose brown?
It's called, what was it called? Mist Rose or something Rose. And it does look brown. But Savannah wanted me to get purple. And I wanted white, so this was the...
Yeah, no white, but
white
I would have
for
said
me.
purple or
The only reason I chose this was because it was a no-cost option.
because it's ugly.
It's fine though. It's better than white. Doesn't matter. It's just a truck. But the point is I'm going to focus on upgrading the engine first, so I can be more powerful and go up mountains and pull heavier loads, and then I'll worry about making it look pretty and sleepers and all that stuff.
Alrighty. So are we turning this off and going to go get ice cream?
Yeah. You notice my truck is like the same color as that. What kind of car do you think that is on the back of that truck? What does it look like to you?
Does that look like a Ford Fusion?
It does look like a Ford Fusion, doesn't it? Sherry just got a new Ford Fusion. What? It's like 6 months ago, right?
No, it was in April.
Was it just in April?
Yeah.
So 3 months ago. It's not that color, but
It's
that Ford Fusion
similar.
that Ford Fusion is like the same color as my truck.
Yeah.
I like the paint job on this truck. I bought pearl paint. And the other day I was looking at it in the garage, and you can actually see it sparkle in certain light.
Mhm.
It's a very pretty color for as plain a color as it is. You can see the sparks in it.
All right, turn it off.
You know what? You're supposed to be patient when we're doing my thing. You're not being very patient. I still have to hit the T button. See?
There you go.
Alright, whatever. That's it. What are we going to talk about next time?
Our next destination, where
We gotta start going east more.
my bucket list destination.
Gotta show you Chicago and Indianapolis and St. Louis, all that. Alright, till next time.
Bye.
Too late. I just turned it off. You said it like a half a second too late. I always say till next time, and then someone says something, and it like goes too long.
Bye.